Hello, young readers. I'm so glad you've made it back. I have missed you. Today, in this video, we are going to venture into storybook land, but this time we are going to take a left instead of a right, zig but not zag, into the land of classics. This is going to be a classic story, and it's a well-known classic story that I'm hoping to introduce to you. Before we begin, you know what I need you to do. If you haven't already, I need you to go over there and subscribe to this channel. Let them know you love us and select that bell. That's so that every time we post a new story, you'll get a notification letting you know. And if you like the story, let everybody know. Let the world know. Smash that like button for me. Okay? The name of this story is called The Ugly Duckling. Quack, quack, said the mother duck, as all her eggs began to hatch. She had been sitting on them so long that she had got tired of waiting. But at last the shells started to break, and fluffy yellow ducklings popped out their heads. The last egg was bigger than the others, and they all had to wait a long time before it cracked open. When it did, out came a funny little bird with stubby brown feathers. The other chicks looked at it curiously. "You've kept us waiting long enough," the mother duck told the ugly duckling crossly. "Now we must hurry into the farmyard so that I can show you to all the other animals."
"What's this? Can it be a turkey chick?"
asked the hen pecking at the ugly duckling. "No, because turkeys can't swim," said the mother duck rather indignantly. The turkeys gobbled at the ugly duckling, and the pigs laughed at him until he began to cry. "I will run away," decided the ugly duckling, flying over a hedge and onto the moorland where the wild geese were living. "You're not a goose," they said, "but we will let you swim in the swamp." The ugly duckling was pleased until he heard guns being fired. Bang, bang, the hunters shot the wild geese, and the ugly duckling hid, trembling among the reeds. "This place is much worse than the farmyard," he said, suddenly feeling very lonely and frightened. Suddenly, a storm blew up, and the ugly duckling looked for shelter. Then he saw an old woman's house. "Come in and sit by the fire," she said. "Perhaps you will be useful."
"Can you lay eggs?"
asked the old woman's chicken. "No," said the ugly duckling. "Can you arch your back and purr?" asked her cat. "No," said the ugly duckling. "If you can't do anything useful, then you are no good here. You'd better go," they told him. So once again, alone and unhappy, he wandered off until at last he came to a lake where some other birds were swimming and playing. "I'm sure they won't want me either," thought the ugly duckling. But the little birds saw him and asked him to join them. So he stayed happily with the birds on the lake until at last their own mother returned. "Now she will tell me to go away," thought the ugly duckling sadly. Their mother was the loveliest bird the ugly duckling had ever seen, with the white feathers and a long, graceful neck. "Can the duckling stay with us?" his friends asked their mother. "Of course," said their mother kindly, "but he's not a duckling. He's a swan, like us." "Me? A swan?" cried the duckling. "How wonderful!" So he lived happily with his new friends, and he grew up to be the most handsome swan on the lake. Well, that ends our story, my young readers. I sure hope you enjoyed it. We did learn some things, didn't we? It was sad that that little duckling was treated so badly because of his appearance. And he ended up not even being a duckling, he was a swan. So there was a mistake made there, wasn't it? And also, we learned something else. It's not nice to be bullied or to bully. It's just not nice. So let's hope that you all have learned something from this story. And until next time, my young readers, I am your little darling narrator. Out.